to women traveling to the state for abortions. The details live from CBS's Vicki Barker.
Shelley O'Brien runs the Yale Hotel in Yale, Michigan. She's offering free accommodation to anyone seeking an abortion in any state with restrictions.
I don't want any of them to die in a back alley abortion or be faced with a pregnancy that they don't want to continue with or can't continue with.
O'Brien says some locals have also offered to drive the women to the nearest clinic an hour away. Deborah?
S&P futures are up 12. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Pros do it right by relying on trusted brands to get the job done. Lowe's is here to help with more of those brands in stock, like DeWalt and Little Giant. We stock the largest in-store selection of DeWalt power tools and accessories of any national retailer. Now save $60 on a 2-pack of DeWalt 20-volt max batteries, now just $99. Plus, we now offer the Little Giant King Combo ladder, the world's first step, extension, and leaning ladder, giving you the flexibility to do just about any job for only $159. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offer valid through 6/16, U.S. only.
Country Stars at Home, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Country star Jessica Lynn hails from an unlikely hometown, but she sees her Brooklyn roots as an advantage in Nashville.
But I think it gives me something unique because I grew up in a total different scenery than a lot of different country artists did.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
Stairway to a lawsuit? CBS's Matt Piper cues up the controversy.
Do you think this sounds like Led Zeppelin? Well, the band Spirit does. Its members allege that Jimmy Page and Robert Plant stole their riff from the song Taurus to write Zeppelin's 8-minute song, Stairway to Heaven. In 2016, a jury found that Zeppelin had not lifted Stairway from Taurus, but a 3-judge panel later said the jury had not been instructed properly and ordered a new trial. Now, a panel of 11 judges will rehear the case all over again in September.
Rape and oppression running themes in The Handmaid's Tale.
You girls will serve the leaders and their barren wives.
Kardashian sister Kylie Jenner being slammed on social media as tone deaf for hosting a viewing of the new season where she and her friends dressed in long red robes and white bonnets and drank cocktails like Praise Be vodka. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's largest mortgage lender. Let's talk credit card debt for a minute. If you feel you're carrying too much of it, you're not alone. The average household in the U.S. carries over $8,000 in credit card debt. Ready for some good news? With a cash-out refinance from Quicken Loans, you can quickly and easily put some of the equity in your home to good use by paying off a lot of that high-interest credit card debt. A great way to take cash out is with our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.375%, APR 4.65%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN to learn how taking cash out with a 30-year fixed mortgage might be the right solution for you. And for a record 9 years in a row, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com. Rates subject to change. Pay 2.13% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust.
Riley Dental Group, a group of dedicated and highly trained dentists who are committed to you and your family's dental health. Dr. Matthew Riley, Dr. Amy Norris Cassidy, and Dr. Jim Thurman. 3 professionals who encourage and facilitate excellent dental care. With the latest in technology, Riley Dental Group offers sedation dentistry for many procedures. They are the well-established source for dental implants in this area, which has changed so many patients' lives. Of course, dental care begins with hygiene. The dental hygienists at Riley Dental Group keep your teeth clean and coach you as you take care of your teeth at home. Commit to taking better care of your dental health. Get the Riley Dental Group on your side today. Call 651-5939. That's 651-5939 and get started. Riley Dental Group, 101 State Avenue in Glasgow.
You can now stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB more than ever before. You can now stay informed by following the Glasgow Electric Plant Board online on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at Glasgow EPB, and on our website, glasgowepb.net. From staying updated during an outage to seeing updates about Glasgow EPB products and services, and even learning about ways to save energy and money on your bill, the Glasgow EPB has you covered online on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on glasgowepb.net. The Glasgow EPB, connecting Glasgow to the future.
Depend on WCLU local news. Online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, everybody. Waking up with 52 degrees. It feels really different outside this morning. When you go out, feel how much cooler it is, how much less humidity we have out there. Ray will talk about it in a minute. But let's talk about some things in the way of some birthdays that we know about today that we got to tell you about today. We've got Leslie Miller turning 35, Savannah Depp, Alan Pace, Junior Buster, Joe Harden, Cindy Wells, Ian Hinion is 3, Carly Kate Murphy is 16. We'll be sounding the 60 gong at the bottom of the hour for Miss Kimberly Moore. Brad Thomas is 55 today. Another gongaree for Arthur Hatfield. Yes, Arthur is 70 today. Caroline Harden is 18. Neil Thornberry has a birthday today, too. One anniversary, that's for Eddie and Joyce Whitlow. It's the Whitlow's 52nd wedding anniversary for today. That's a wish from their from Eddie's Austin Tracy class of 64, getting that in there, too. All right, that's where we are, 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Online here from WCLUradio.com. Yeah, it's a very pleasant 52 degrees and no rain, at least for a day. Ray Stajic explains this morning.
Getting ourselves into now a drier weather pattern here, at least for a day, maybe 2 full days, and then a little wet weather returning, certainly not as much as we've seen over the past few days. Seen a few clouds already, very pleasant this morning, and then more clouds gathering this afternoon, 76. Tonight, mostly cloudy, 56. Cloudy tomorrow morning, and then thunderstorms late in the day tomorrow with the next front coming in, 77. Showers should end by midday Thursday. Cooler behind that front in the upper 60s with overnight lows Thursday night, Friday morning into the upper 40s. A few clouds around on Friday, highs in the upper 70s. Back to the 80s over the weekend. With maybe some scattered thunderstorms by Father's Day. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Let's look at the current conditions. The humidity is down at 89%. You can feel it when you go out there, or the lack of it, I guess. 30-18 is the pressure. Very much on the rise. Barely any wind, about northeast at 1 mile an hour, and no rain in the bucket this morning. Just kind of hanging on with a couple of, a day or so of some drier weather. We'll enjoy the day for sure. It's 52 at WCLU. Coming up, Brendan Crane and local news straight ahead.
In retirement, where will your money come from? For many people, retirement income may come from a variety of sources. Here's a few avenues that may provide you money in retirement. Social Security is the government-administered retirement income program. Workers become eligible after paying Social Security taxes for 10 years. Personal savings and investments can provide income during retirement. Retirees tend to look for investments that offer monthly income. Individual retirement accounts have been around since 1974. Contributions you make to a traditional IRA may be fully or partially tax deductible, depending on your individual circumstances. Distributions from an individual retirement account are taxed as ordinary income. What workers anticipate in terms of retirement income sources may differ considerably from what retirees actually experience. How do these sources of income impact your personal retirement? Please call the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson or Brian Basinger to discuss your retirement income plan. Call us today at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier, WL Alliance LLC, member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. The Glasgow City Council met last night for the first time in 3 weeks. While the council meeting held discussion, an exploratory committee was formed at the end of the meeting to seek out ideas for economic development. The members of the council unanimously approved Terry Bonnell, Joe Trigg, and Gary Norman to be on the committee. The council also approved the first reading of next year's annual budget. The council approved the amendments to the current annual budget as well. Several reappointments were made alongside the swearing in of 3 firefighters and 1 police officer. The next council meeting is June 24th at 7 p.m. at Glasgow City Hall. The Metcalfe County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in finding a man. According to authorities, Adam D. McCoy, 41, left his residence on Glenshaw Road May 24th. McCoy was driving his blue and gray 1984 GMC pickup truck. The license plate is Kentucky 251YZC. McCoy has not contacted any members of his family since he left the residence, according to police. Police say they did not have any leads on where McCoy may have went. McCoy is 6 foot tall and weighs approximately 190 pounds. He has a medium build with green eyes and balding brown hair. McCoy has a tattoo of a Confederate flag and an eagle on his right shoulder. Anyone with any information is asked to contact the Metcalfe County Sheriff's Office at 270-432-3041 or the Kentucky State Police in Columbia at 270-384-4796. 3 people were arrested after a traffic stop Monday. Glasgow police say officers made contact with Lisa Houchins and received consent to search her vehicle. Officers located methamphetamine in the car. After further investigation, officers found a syringe with methamphetamine in a passenger, Samantha Nance's boot. Officers also searched the back seat where they found Dustin Renault. According to a news release, officers located methamphetamine and a glass pipe inside a military-style bag that belonged to Renault. Officers located a total of 11 grams of methamphetamine. Lisa Houchins of Glasgow was arrested and charged with first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, first offense, less than 2 grams of methamphetamine, and failure to illuminate headlamps. Samantha Nance of Edmonton was arrested and charged with first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, first offense, less than 2 grams of methamphetamine, first-degree possession of a controlled substance, first offense, methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Dustin Renault of Glasgow was arrested and charged with first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, first offense, less than 2 grams of methamphetamine, first-degree possession of a controlled substance, first offense, methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The Glasgow Police Department also made a drug arrest on Sunday after conducting a traffic stop on East Main Street. An officer made contact with the driver, Danielle Horneberger, and performed field sobriety tests. Police determined that Horneberger was under the influence and located Adipex pills inside the vehicle. Daniel Horneberger of Anderson, Indiana, was arrested and charged with operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol, drugs, etc., first offense, possession of a controlled substance, first degree, first offense, drug unspecified, possession of a controlled substance, third degree, drug unspecified, and prescription controlled substance not in the proper container. The Glasgow Police Department says it made an arrest after officers investigated a vehicle parked at the Happy Valley Inn last Friday. According to a news release, officers located the vehicle owner in a room. Police searched the owner, Charles Clay, and located methamphetamine in his right sock. Police searched the room and located marijuana and drug paraphernalia. According to police, Clay fled on foot a short distance before being apprehended. Clay of Glasgow was arrested and charged with first-degree possession of a controlled substance, first offense, methamphetamine, possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, first-degree wanton endangerment of a police officer, first-degree fleeing or evading police on foot, and tampering with physical evidence. Kentucky State Police is investigating a single vehicle injury collision that occurred on Sunday, 4 miles east of Edmonton on the Louis B. Nunn Cumberland Parkway. Terry Taylor, age 59 of Campbellsville, was operating a 1998 Ford church van eastbound on the Cumberland Parkway when a back tire blew out. According to police, Taylor lost control of the vehicle, causing the vehicle to exit the roadway, overturning several times. 6 occupants were transported by EMS to TJ Sampson in Glasgow and 1 by private vehicle. Some passengers were wearing seatbelts, some were not. Kentucky State Police was assisted on the scene by Metcalfe County Fire and EMS. Kentucky State Police say they were on patrol Sunday on Kentucky 1880, 6 miles east of Burkesville, when a trooper initiated a traffic stop on a 2010 Dodge Caliber for a traffic violation. The driver of the vehicle, 46-year-old Charles Dyer of Burkesville, was arrested and charged with disregarding a stop sign, failure to wear seat belts, failure to maintain insurance first offense, failure to surrender revoked operator license, DUI second offense, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance first degree first offense methamphetamine, and operating on a suspended or revoked license. Dyer was lodged in the Adair County Regional Jail. We have 6:16, 52 degrees. We'll be right back for more local news.
Come on down to Bailey Gibson. The 2018s have to go.
All 2018 models are marked down. Buicks, GMCs, cars, trucks, SUVs, they've all got to go. Prices have been cut.
Cut below invoice?
Yes, get a new 2018 below invoice pricing, in addition to all available incentives. Need financing? We can help with that also. Come on down to 306 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Check out the big savings on all remaining 2018 Buicks and GMCs on the lot. These are the lowest prices of the year. Find the vehicle you like and let us help with the rest.
Remember, Buicks, GMC's, savings, Bailey Gibson.
Gibson, they're my deal-making, handshaking, wheel-turning, hard-working dealer.
At U.S. Bank, we're proud to be part of our community. All of our great community events inspire more than just the attendees. They inspire the entire community. U.S. Bank is committed to making the communities in which we work and live a better place. Our commitment means supporting the programs and organizations that enrich the quality of life for our neighbors. Because when our community succeeds, everyone wins. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank, member FDIC.
What if your doctors treated you like family? Your nurses calmed your fears. You received personalized, compassionate care at every visit. At TJ Regional Health, we're committed to excellence in patient care for every person, every day. To us, total local care is more than a tagline. It's our promise to you. Come experience exceptional care at the TJ Regional Health network of hospitals and clinics, where people you know care for the people you love. Visit tjsampson.org to learn more.
In more news this hour, crews have found the body of a 2-year-old Kentucky boy swept away in a weekend flash flooding at a Tennessee gorge as crews evacuated 64 people from the popular park. Jackson County Emergency Management Agency spokesman Derek Woolbright told news outlets the body of Stephen Pierce of Eddyville, Kentucky, was found about an hour after crews resumed searching Monday. Tennessee State Parks Assistant Chief Ranger J.R. Tench said the boy was swept away Sunday as a family member carrying him tried to cross through water during an evacuation at Cummins Falls State Park. Tench said the waters rose to dangerous levels in about 2 minutes. Officials recommended visitors wear life jackets and provide them free of charge. The boy wasn't wearing one. News outlets report 14 people required swift water or rope rescues. With temperatures rising, Kentucky State Police say parents and drivers should be extremely cautious not to leave children in hot cars. The agency says statistics show deaths of children being left in hot cars are climbing. Last year, 52 children died that way, including 3 in Kentucky. Police said the safety organization Kids and Cars reports the 2018 total is almost 21% higher than 2017. State Police spokesman Sergeant Josh Lawson says the general public often misunderstands the issue. He says most parents believe they wouldn't forget their child in the car, but he says it's easy to get distracted and forget. Lawson says sometimes children playing outdoors will lock themselves inside a vehicle, become disoriented from the heat, and be unable to escape. An Eastern Kentucky electric provider is structuring its rates, but the adjustments won't increase monthly bills for an average customer. The Kentucky Public Service Commission is allowing Jackson Energy Cooperative Corporation to increase the monthly customer charge while decreasing the cost per kilowatt hour of electricity. The electric co-op serves 51,000 residential customers in about 14 counties in eastern Kentucky. The commission says under the new rate structure, below average monthly consumption will result in slightly higher bills, while above average usage will produce slightly lower bills. The PSC also said the change will benefit low-income customers who receive assistance in paying their electric bills. And a Kentucky art group is appealing the city of Louisville's decision to move a Confederate statue from a prominent location. The Courier-Journal reports the Friends of Louisville Public Art sued Monday to stop the John B. Castleman statue from moving to Cave Hill Cemetery from the Cherokee Triangle neighborhood. The statue was built in 1913 to honor Castleman, a Confederate soldier and U.S. general who helped to create the city's park system. Stephen Porter filed the lawsuit on behalf of the group. He says the 15-foot bronze statue isn't a Confederate statue, as it depicts Castleman in equestrian clothes, as he helped found the American Saddlebred Horse Association in 1891. Mayor Greg Fisher's administration has pushed to move the repeatedly vandalized statue because of its Confederate and slavery ties. We have 621, 52 degrees. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane. Up next, Kentucky News Network.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
As temperatures heat up, Kentucky State Police are warning parents about the dangers of hot cars.
According to the organization Kids and Cars, 52 children died of hyperthermia last year after being left in a hot car. That's a 21% increase compared to 2017. Kentucky State Police say 3 of those deaths were here in Kentucky. Since 1998, 25 children died in the state due to being forgotten in a car. A child's body heats up 3 to 5 times faster than an adult, making it easier for them to get hyperthermia. KSP is warning all caregivers to double-check your back seat before getting out of a car. I'm Haley Hansen.
Searchers have found the body of a 2-year-old Kentucky boy who was swept away in flash flooding at a Tennessee gorge as crews evacuated dozens of people from the popular park.
We did locate a 2-year-old child that was identified as Stephen Pierce of Eddyville, Kentucky.
Emergency management spokesman Derek Woolbright says the boy was not wearing a life jacket when his family tried to cross high water at Cummins Falls State Park in Jackson County, Tennessee. State police say they have closed their investigation into the shooting of Scott County Deputy Jamie Morales. Morales was shot in the back while assisting in an investigation at a rest stop off I-75 in September. He was paralyzed. A report released this week revealed details leading up to the shooting. The man police were trying to capture was killed in the shooting. An Eastern Kentucky electric provider is restructuring its rates, but the adjustments won't increase monthly bills for an average customer. The Public Service Commission is allowing Jackson Energy Cooperative to increase the monthly customer charge while decreasing the cost per kilowatt hour of electricity. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
At AT&T, we believe that access to affordable home internet brings you incredible opportunities. You can enjoy the power to explore a digital world of possibilities and connect with family, friends, and the things that matter most. That's why there's access from AT&T. If a member of your household is a SNAP participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month or less. No commitment, no deposit, no installation fee. Plus, get an in-home Wi-Fi gateway included at no extra cost. Call 1-855-220-5211 or visit att.com/access now to learn more.
SNAP refers to the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes taxes and fees. Includes 1 terabyte of data per month. Data overage charges apply. For details about data allowance, go to att.com/internet-usage. Geographic and service restrictions apply.
Let's play a little word association.
Okay.
When I say office supplies, you think of?
Express One Source.
Okay. When I say corrugated boxes for shipping materials and products, you think?
Express One Source.
How about bubble wrap, foam, stretch film, and tape?
Express One Source.
Okay, then janitorial supplies?
Express One Source.
Office furniture.
I know. Express One Source.
We get all this stuff from Express One Source? How did I not know?
Because they have sales representatives who call on us, and they provide just-in-time delivery.
Wow. Where do they stock all this stuff?
They have a retail location next to the Glasgow EPB and 250,000 square feet of storage space in 4 local warehouses.
So for all this, we have one source.
Express One Source. Check them out at www.expressonesource.com.
Express One Source. We live up to our name every day. www.expressonesource.com.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
It's 6:26 and 52 degrees from the studios of WCLU this morning. In area funeral announcements, Randall McCoy, age 75, of Summershade, died yesterday. At this hour, arrangements for Randall McCoy are incomplete, but will be announced later by the McMurtry Funeral Home. Raleigh Lou Carey, age 85, of Glasgow, died Sunday at NHC Healthcare. He was a retired parts manager at Cave City Chevrolet Buick, and then after his retirement, he worked part-time for Danny Gibson at Bailey Gibson Buick GMC. Raleigh was a devoted Christian man who worshiped and served at Glenview Christian Church for 42 years, and presently is a beloved member of the Cave City Christian Church. He was a U.S. Army veteran during the Korean conflict. Survivors include his wife, Rebecca Becky Carey, a daughter, Connie Hensley, and husband Wayne, 4 grandsons, Jonathan Belcher and wife Laura, Stephen Hensley and wife Amber, Scott Belcher and wife Annie, and Michael Hensley and wife Megan. 6 great-grandchildren, Lindsay, Harrison, Bailey, and Madison Belcher, Audrey and Ruby Hensley. 2 step-great-grandchildren, Brett Stevenson and Caden Wilson. Funeral services for Raleigh Lou Carey will be at 11 o'clock on Wednesday morning at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, burial to be in the Heightsville Cemetery. Visitation will be after 4 o'clock today at the funeral home. Alternate expressions of sympathy can take the form of contributions to the American Cancer Society. Stanley Lee Ford, age 75, of Edmonton, died Monday at his home. Stanley was a U.S. Marine Corps veteran serving in Vietnam. Stanley was a member of the Living Word Ministries in Burkesville. He is survived by his wife of 53 years, Glenda Faulkner Ford, and 5 children, Dwayne Ford of Knob Lick, Brian Ford of Bowling Green, Cheryl Reese of Knob Lick, Tracy Hammer, and Eric Ford, both of Glasgow. A sister, Shirley Swinford of Indiana. 14 grandchildren also survive. The funeral service for Stanley Lee Ford will be at 1 o'clock Thursday at Butler Funeral Home, burial in the Edmonton Cemetery, visitation from 5 until 8 tomorrow evening, and after 9 o'clock on Thursday. Tommy Eugene Shriver, 85, of Bowling Green, passed away after a brief illness Sunday at his residence, surrounded by his loving family. He was a 1951 graduate of Bowling Green High School and was retired after 45 years of service with Warren Rural Electric Co-op. Tommy was a devoted member of the Eastwood Baptist Church for 63 years. He was a lifelong UK fan and an avid walker since 1982. He is survived by his wife of 63 years, Lois, his daughters Shelley Thomas of Alberton, Stephanie Carter, and Susan Ashley of Bowling Green, a son Thomas Shriver of North Carolina, a sister Mary Ann Smith of Tennessee. He is also survived by 10 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren. Service for Tommy Eugene Shriver will be at 2 o'clock Wednesday at the J.C. Kirby & Sons Lover Lane Chapel, with burial to follow in the Bowling Green Gardens. Visitation will be from 3 until 8 today and after 10 tomorrow. Donations can be made to Hospice of Southern Kentucky. Flora Whittle Cook, age 83, of Cleveland, died Sunday in Bowling Green. She was a housewife and was saved when she was 12 at Beaver Dam Chapel United Baptist Church, where she remained a member until her death. She is survived by a son, Timothy Cook of Cleveland, 3 grandchildren, Spencer Cook of Nashville, Wendy Fields of Upton, and Paul Cook of Cleveland. 6 great-grandchildren, Carson, Julianne, Dawson, Jonah, and Charlotte Fields, and Madeline Cook. 1 brother, Leon Whittle of Brownsville, survives as well. Graveside services for Flora Whittle Cook will be held at 2 o'clock Wednesday at the Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel, determined to be in the Smiths Grove Cemetery. Visitation begins this evening at 5 p.m. Johnny LaRon Williams, 46, of Cub Run, died Saturday. He was the son of the late Eldon V. Williams and Mamie Logston Stinson, who survives. He was married to Stacy Herzog Williams, who survives. Johnny was a U.S. Army veteran and served during Desert Storm. He was also a member of the Union Light Missionary Baptist Church and the Washington Meredith Masonic Lodge number 355, F&AM. Besides his wife and mother, he is survived by his stepfather, Delma Stinson of Cub Run, a brother, Hank Williams of Caneyville, a sister, Anna Maylene Spears of Smiths Grove, 3 nephews, Cody Lindsay, Eldon and Eric Williams, and 2 nieces, Whitney Ann Lindsay and Heather Spears. The funeral service for Johnny LaRon Williams will be held at 11 o'clock Thursday at the Union Light Missionary Baptist Church, determined to be in the Union Light Church Cemetery. Visitation begins today at 4 p.m. at the Patton Funeral Home in Brownsville, and afternoon Wednesday at the church. Memorial contributions can be made to the Johnny Williams Memorial and may be left at the funeral home. Betty June Sherfy, age 69, of Glasgow, died Sunday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. She was a homemaker and a member of the Berea Church of Christ in Tompkinsville. Survived by her husband, Richard Ricky Sherfy, 2 sons, Kevin Sherfy and Keith Sherfy of Glasgow, 5 grandchildren, Jacob and Megan Sherfy, and Casey, Evan, and Eli Sherfy. A brother, Rondell Prophet of Forkton in Monroe County. A sister, Kay Hale of Tompkinsville. Service for Betty June Sherfy will be Wednesday at 2 o'clock at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, burial on the Poplar Log Cemetery. Visitation begins Wednesday at 10 a.m. The funeral service for Lavinia Adeline Gentry Sumner, age 95, of Smiths Grove, will be at 1 o'clock Wednesday at Hardy & Son Smiths Grove Chapel, burial in the Smiths Grove Cemetery. Visitation begins tomorrow morning starting at 10:30. Service for Larry Howard Wyatt, 66, of Glasgow, will be today at 2 at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, burial to follow in the Union No. 2 Cemetery. A graveside service for Sheila Gordy Gordon will be held at 1 o'clock today at the Woodburn Cemetery under the direction of the J.C. Kirby & Son Broadway Chapel. Funeral services for Eugenia G. Parrish, age 99, of Glasgow, will be held today at 1 o'clock at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day, free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Did you know termites cause over $5 billion in property damage each year? Luckily, you can protect your home with Arrow Exterminators and the Centricon system with always active technology. Centricon creates a protective barrier around your home to stop termites before they ever have the chance to attack. It is truly investment protection for your home. The pros at Arrow Exterminators also specialize in pest, mosquito, and fire ant control. And you can feel good knowing that all services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. All you have to do is schedule a free home evaluation, and a licensed Arrow professional will come to your home and inspect, identify, and then treat in the most environmentally responsible method available today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or arrowexterminators.com. It's not just pest control, it's Arrow Exterminators Pest Control.
634 WCLU and 52 degrees. Let's turn to local sports. Well, it got rained out last Thursday big time, but they're going to try to play the championship games tonight in the Youth Sports Baseball League. Starting at 5:30 in coach pitch, the Brewers will take on the Braves. And at 7 o'clock tonight in the Live Arm Championship, it's the Astros versus the Diamondbacks. You can hear Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune with a live broadcast of both contests live from Beaver Trail. That starts at 5:20 this afternoon on WCLU 103.1 and 1490 AM. Registration for the Parks and Recreation's 2019 Summer Swim Lessons continues. Different levels to match the skill sets, 5 in all. 2 different session times on Monday through Thursday to match your schedule. It's $48 per participant. All participants must be 5 years old to register. Sessions begin June 17th and continue on July the 8th and July the 22nd and August the 2nd. For more information, contact the Rec Department at 651-3811. They're there Monday through Friday, 7:30 until 4:30.
Do you know where the rubber meets the road? Well, one place is at Haywood Sales and Service. We understand how important tires are, and that's why we carry Falken Tires. That's Falken. Falken Tires. They started manufacturing tires with an emphasis on racing, and that passion helped fuel its success as a leader in building passenger tires, too. Falken, the brand you can trust. The most important part of your vehicle is available from people you trust at Haywood Sales and Service. Phone 270-814-1068. The home of Falken Tires.
Enjoy half-off sushi every Monday and Tuesday at Shogun Bistro in Glasgow. That's right, half-off sushi each Monday and Tuesday at Shogun Bistro right off the square in Glasgow. Shogun Bistro. You've chosen wisely.
Well, let's talk about the weather forecast for today, and Ray Stajic is here to tell us that things are really looking up. We'll talk with Ray after we hear from the sponsor of this weather update, Apollo PC Glasgow.
Ugh, why is this thing so slow?
Is your slow computer frustrating, but you don't want to pay the money for a new one? Well, check this out.
Hi, I'm Chris Couch from Apollo PC. Nothing runs better than a new computer. Our refurbished models are practically good as new. Right now, get a complete computer system with monitor, keyboard, mouse, and speakers running Windows 7 for only $300. Or if you prefer a laptop, we have fully refurbished models for only $250. And we wouldn't put the Apollo name on it if they weren't top notch.
Search faster with Apollo PC. Chain Drive in Glasgow next to Sweetheart Bakery.
Getting ourselves into now a drier weather pattern here, at least for a day, maybe 2 full days, and then a little wet weather returning, certainly not as much as we've seen over the past few days. Seen a few clouds already, very pleasant this morning, and then more clouds gathering this afternoon, 76. Tonight, mostly cloudy, 56. Cloudy tomorrow morning, and then thunderstorms late in the day tomorrow with the next front coming in, 77. Showers should end by midday Thursday. Cooler behind that front in the upper 60s with overnight lows Thursday night, Friday morning into the upper 40s. A few clouds around on Friday, highs in the upper 70s. Back to the 80s over the weekend. Well, there may be some scattered thunderstorms by Father's Day. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
I'm telling you, Ray, it feels good out there this morning. Humidity is, where did I put my notes? Humidity is at 89%. Barometer's at 30.18. Winds out of the northeast, barely blowing at a mile an hour. The rain bucket is empty this morning, and we're at 52 degrees at 6:38. The constant coverage of studio radar screen looks mighty quiet. We can go out there and clean the lens this morning. If we don't streak it right there, and it's had kind of an overtime weekend, but things are looking good. 52, 6:38. The weather brought to you by Apollo PC Glasgow. If you're going to improve your home and property by investing in a pool, doesn't it make sense to get it from somebody willing to put their name on it? Jeff Adams at Adams Pools and Supplies is ready to get the job started. Plus, they're having a spring sale to get you in the mood for fun in the sun. Right now, buy a Solstice 24-foot pool with a 20-year liner warranty and 30-year wall warranty. For a limited time, pay only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99, and a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Vacuum-Seal non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365 on Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right. You know who loves birthdays? Well, the staff out at Ralphie's Fun Center loves birthdays. They really like to host parties for big groups, for small groups, be it a birthday, be it a retirement, be it a family reunion, a class reunion, whatever it is, they got you covered out there at Ralphie's Fun Center. Let's cover some birthdays this morning, too. Let me get over here to the Gongaree area here. Mr. Arthur Hatfield, a mighty good banjo-picking fella for sure. Arthur Hatfield is 70 today. Happy birthday to Arthur Hatfield. We've got Miss Kim Moore, a very nice lady indeed. Miss Kim is having a birthday today. Kimberly Moore is 60. That's the big 6-0. We've got Brad Thomas turning 55. 55th birthday for Brad Thomas today. Don't let me cheat you there, Brad. We got the 35th birthday of Leslie Miller. Happy 35th to Leslie. Savannah Depp is celebrating. Alan Pace. Junior Buster. Joe Harden. Cindy Wells. Ian Hinion is 3. How about a sweet 16 for Carly Kate Murphy today? We have, Neil Thornberry. We have Terry Walden. Caroline Harden. Miss Caroline is 18 today. And Kelton Ford is 24 today. And we have a very nice couple having a wedding anniversary. It is Eddie and Joyce Whitlow. The Whitlow's 52nd wedding anniversary is today. A big congratulations to Eddie's Austin Tracy class of 1964. Calling in to make sure that Eddie and Joyce have a very happy anniversary. So congratulations. Phone lines are open, 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Or online here from WCLUradio.com. And, you know, you can get your name in here. We're going to be giving away a delicious, a much sought-after birthday cake from Dairy Queen to somebody on this list today, so make sure that your honorees are on there. And the same goes for the beautiful Rose from down at Greer's Florist for a winner today here on the Birthday Anniversary Club. Now, let me shift gears and tell you today we're patting on the back a member of this list. It's Brad Thomas Day. Now, it was requested a while back if we could pat Brad Thomas on the back on his 55th birthday, and that has worked out. So if you happen to see Brad Thomas around, you be sure to pat him on the back and tell him he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas. Good deal.
Do you wear a Fitbit? Do you know someone who does? Part of the reason that people wear a Fitbit is so they can track the steps that they've taken. That's one of the most basic and fundamental features of the device. Tracking your steps. Did you take 8,000 steps today and 10,000 the day before? The idea is to make us aware of our activity. We should all be more aware of the steps that we have taken. We should be more aware of the places that we've been, the places we're going. Psalm 37, beginning at verse 23, "The steps of a man are established by the Lord when he delights in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be cast headlong, for the Lord upholds his hand." We must be more aware of our activity, aware of the steps that we've taken. Where are you walking today? This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
Spend your weekday afternoons learning the common sense way to handle your money. The Dave Ramsey Show on WCLU from 1 to 4 helps you deal with money management, debt freedom, and financial peace. Brought to you locally by Lock Shield Partners, creating a map for your future. Coming up, we're going to do the archive straight ahead, and of course, we're going to play trivia here at the top of the hour, and it's a fun week because it's first-time winners only week. So if you have never, ever, never, ever won trivia, then certainly the odds are in your favor because just folks who have never won can be playing today. So get ready for that. This morning, about 6:57, 6:58, just depends on how much rapping we do on the archives, which we're going to start rapping now. The archives brought to you today by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto? No problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Yes, indeed. The South Central Kentucky Cultural Center is a fabulous place to call our own. And they have a lot of things going on down there. We talked about this just, actually yesterday, about Terry Jackson and Les Bowman exhibiting cudgels, shillelaghs, and things. This is up on the second floor in the Snavely Gallery at the Cultural Center. That's going to be pretty interesting to go down there and see if you can tell the difference in a cudgel and a shillelagh. I know with these two folks involved, Terry and Les, that it's just going to be fun. It'll be a neat deal. Hey, there's Sam Terry. How you doing, Sam?
Doing great. How are you today, Henry?
I'm doing real good, sir. I'm just enjoying the beauty of this day, and I don't know if you've walked out the door yet today, but the lack of humidity and the little bit cooler temperature will almost take your breath away this morning, Sam.
It will indeed. It's very pleasant out.
Yeah, we need those. A couple of days like that at least, I have found. I want to remind everybody that back starting at the beginning of this month, the Cultural Center started a capital campaign. They're going about this, in a very, sustaining way. Excuse me, the change in humidity has messed with my throat here. They're trying to raise $50,000 to complete construction up on the third floor, to rework some of the military areas, and to update some antiquated computer technology. All that stuff is good, and it also takes money. And so they've started a capital campaign. There's a letter that's been sent out by the board of directors, a list of reasons to contribute. And, boy, they are lots and lots of reasons. It's just something good that we have. We just need to give a little support to it there, Sam.
We're very fortunate to have the Cultural Center, and it can't always be there without support from the community.
Exactly right. All right, let's get over here and see what we have in the archives. 100 years ago this day, Sam, it was in the Republican. Now open for business. The Glasgow Crown Laundry, after being completely overhauled and having new machinery installed therein, is now open for business. All kinds of laundry called for and delivered on short notice. Your patronage will be appreciated. Signed, W.H. Hendricks, the proprietor there in 1919 of the Crown Laundry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's a neat service to have laundry, particularly back as opposed to taking it out and beating it on the side of rocks and all that sort of stuff, Sam.
Exactly, and not everybody had the capability of taking care of their laundry at home, and sending your laundry out was a typical thing in 1919, and I got to thinking about that piece coming up, and it's a good reminder that that sort of activity was what made monogramming your linens popular.
Oh,
wow. It was the way that you were actually marking your tablecloths and your napkins and various things like that. It wasn't necessarily a decorative thing. It was a necessity that became decorative. We forget about little things like that. There was a practical idea in things like putting your monogram on your linens.
You didn't want to. Some things you just don't want to pass around to other people, Sam. And your laundry being one of them. So we got to get those things marked. I never thought about that, sir. See, you've opened our eyes already. 1929, Judge Jones and Pate Walkup, who might be termed custodians of the squirrel colony in the courthouse yard, were confronted with a serious proposition last week when 2 more pets were added to the number. The new pets were sent by Mrs. Johnny Woodson. After keeping them for a few days, though, they were liberated and both made a dash for the city courtroom, from which they steadfastly refused to leave. Judge Bowles objected to squirrels eating nuts on his stand while the court was in session. Yesterday, while the judge was seated and one of the squirrels landed on his head and gave him the fright of his life. So you've got, Judge Jones right there saying, the squirrels out in the yard are one thing, but Pate, no squirrels in the courtroom for sure. And it made a good story.
Activities.
Yeah, that's right. I guess, the thing is, 1929, you got to raise the windows on those courtrooms to get some cool air in there. And the squirrels saying, this looks pretty comfortable. Even that judge's head looks pretty good.
And, of course, in 1929, Pate Walkup was part of our Glasgow police force.
Yes. He has shown up in the archives a lot as leading a lot of investigations, making some arrests, and apparently quite an excellent officer of the peace in 1929. Let's move to 1939. This story is in the Republican. The headline reads as follows: Injured when rock strikes windshield. All right, I'm buying. As Mr. and Mrs. Harvey Pettigo were returning from Louisville last Saturday, accompanied by Mrs. Earl Majors, Mrs. Pettigo was painfully injured when a youth tossed a rock through their windshield and struck Mrs. Pettigo in the face. It was near Fort Knox that a youth walking along the highway tossed a 2-pound rock, which knocked a large hole in the windshield and also went through the rear glass in the cab. Mrs. Pettigo was seated in the front seat between her husband and Mrs. Majors. Her face was badly cut and bruised, and the glass from the windshield was forced into the flesh of her face and neck. How she escaped eye injury is a mystery. The identity of the youth is not known since he quickly disappeared. 1939. I suppose we probably, didn't have glass that, was shatterproof as much back in 1939. You think about how the rock came through the front windshield and went out the back windshield. That had some speed on it, Sam.
It did, and it would be a frightening thing.
No question about it. But I hope they could get a hold of that young fella, and say, look, this could have been worse. Let's look at this day in 1949. Charter members honored by the Rotary Club. Of course, we have the big, and I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to mention it again. Tonight, several area civic clubs, the Glasgow Kiwanis, the Glasgow Lions Club, the Barron Evening Lions Club, the Kiwanis of Kaverna, and the Glasgow Rotary Club, collaborating to embark on the service opportunities of the fact of honoring the first responders around here. It's a big dinner that's coming up tonight, sponsored by TJ Regional Health and HVAC Services. It's going to be starting at 6 o'clock out at Ralphie's Fun Center. And they're going to have a nice meal and a program to show appreciation to the police officers and their families. And that's coming up tonight. Certainly the Rotary Club is one of those involved. And here in 1949, some of the charter members of the club were honored. 10 charter members of the Glasgow Rotary Club were honored Thursday at the regular meeting, which marked the 21st anniversary of the group's organization. The club was founded on June the 13th of 1928 by Rotarians from Russellville. At the special program commemorating the occasion, Sam Bowden presented the 10 charter members who are still with the club, and then E.L. Curley awarded each one a gold lapel pin and a permanent badge. Here's the charter members. Dr. Fidela Edwards, Wynn Davis, Sewell C. Harlan, J.H. Mitchell, Joe R. Richardson, John E. Richardson, Dr. G. W. Clark, Dr. George W. Pettigo, Albert Ely, and J. O. Horning. That clearly was the foundation at the time of our community, those names, and they were all Rotarians, charter members of the Rotary Club, as they were recognized there, Sam, in 1949.
That group of gentlemen were the movers and shakers of the community.
Right.
For many years, not just 1928 or 1949, but throughout their existence here. They contributed a lot to Glasgow.
Well, they're in the news. They were in the news doing good things as much as Pate Walker was in the news having to catch criminals back in the early parts of the archives. Let's go to 1959. This was an advertisement in the Republican. I'm going to read it the way it was published because it doesn't tell you who it is until the end. Blacktop track under lights. Stock car races Friday nights. Thrills, chills, spills. Sunday all-day drag racing. 1959 where? Beach Bend Park, Bowling Green, Kentucky. Yes, what a history Beach Bend Park has had and continues to have. And I know we've been giving away some tickets to go down there, and folks are just as excited as they ever were to get to go down there to Beach Bend, Sam. But in 1959, they were advertising it top-heavy on thrills, chills, and racing. 1969. This was the advertisement that some folks miss it. Some folks still have nightmares about it. This is an advertisement about the opening of the Kentucky Reptile Gardens in Park City, Kentucky. Established in 1941, it has entertained over 1 million visitors. I guess it was opening for the season, maybe? I don't know if reptile gardens have seasons or what.
Yeah. Well, it was there for a long time and attracted a lot of attention. Not always attention that some of us were excited about.
Right. I can't remember who it was. I think I know who it was. I'm not going to say it just because I'll double check it. But I've had some guys tell me before that when they were much younger catching snakes, they could sell them to the reptile gardens for $0.05 a piece. which seems to me like a low price to be paid for the trouble of catching a snake. I don't think I would do that. But back in 1969 or so, they were. Kentucky Reptile Gardens. I drive by there, going over into Evanston County, and I just think about that place. Like, I wonder what happened to all the residents when they closed. Are they back up on that hillside somewhere? 1979, a big dairy and goat show was going to kick off events at the Barron County Fair. This was a note, and of course we've got the fair coming up here at the end of the month this year, but back in 79, showing our agricultural roots with the dairy show and the goat show kicking off at the Barron County Fair.
And in those years, the fair was being held at the Barron County Speedway.
Yes.
There were several years in the 70s and maybe into the 80s that was the venue for that annual activity.
A nice facility out there, too, as a place to have the fair. It, of course, I think the upkeep kind of got to be too much for everybody, but at the time it was a good place to do such things, and, having stock car races and having all different types of events, and it was just a part of our history that we're proud of. 1989, a little more sports story for you, Sam. Vaughn Jones of Louisville won the C.G. Follis Golf Tournament with a total score of 134, burning up the course there in 1989. Vaughn Jones, the Follis. 1999, this was the day that Sally Shirley and Margie Dossie were honored at a reception at New Farmers National Bank. They are retiring after 22 and 28 years of service, respectively. Both of these gals, excellent ladies indeed. And it's been a great number of years serving the customers of New Farmers National Bank, and I'm glad they had a nice reception in their honor here in 1999, Sam. Sally Shirley and Margie Dossie. And let's see, 10 years ago, this was in the Barron County Progress, Bill Waldrop directed a choir made up of cancer survivors, caregivers, and friends at the Glasgow Barron County Relay for Life. That was an excellent, excellent evening for sure. Bill Waldrop, certainly a very giving and colorful gentleman who did a whole lot for a whole lot of folks, and taking the time to direct that choir back in 2009, it was a really nice evening indeed, Sam.
It was indeed, and Bill certainly made the community better with all of his varied talents, but especially in music, in directing choirs and as an organist and all sorts of things.
And if memory serves me correct, he would have been doing that coming right off of a busy weekend helping with flower arrangements down at the Highland Games. More of his talents there. But nonetheless, this was a very special one 10 years ago for the Relay for Life. It's in the archives. It's how we get where we're going sometimes, is to think about who's been there before. And we appreciate the sponsorship of Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. Sam, I hope you have a good day, sir, and we'll enjoy talking more about these blasts from the past on the archives tomorrow, sir, okay?
I'll look forward to it. Have a great day.
Thank you. Sam Terry, noted historian, helping us to sort through a lot of interesting facts here from 100 years of history.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
MLS number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Hardee's used to think bowls were useless dishware. Then we created the new loaded hash round bowl. Crispy potatoes, fluffy eggs, sausage gravy, melted cheddar, and crumbled bacon. Now part of our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. No longer are bowls just college football games you can nap to. Now they're loaded with Hardee's delicious breakfast favorites and in our 2 for $4 mix and match. Try a bowl today. They're actually really useful. Hardee's because it tastes better.
Available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle, a combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more, because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just 4 walls and 4 wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve? Call State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow at 270-651-3608.
For Father's Day, give Dad the gift of ultimate comfort. An amazing recliner from Ford's Furniture. Like the Star Shield, this chair in your choice of colors features power for easy adjustments into multiple reclining positions, power headrest, and power lumbar control to soothe sore, tired muscles. Added features include a cup holder and storage pouch on sale for Father's Day for only $7.99 or less than $17 a month with 48 months.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark
in Bowling Green and Glasgow.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
Seen a few clouds already, very pleasant this morning, and then more clouds gathering this afternoon, 76. Tonight, mostly cloudy, 56. Cloudy tomorrow morning, and then thunderstorms late in the day tomorrow with the next front coming in, 77. Showers should end by midday Thursday. Cooler behind that front in the upper 60s with overnight lows Thursday night, Friday morning into the upper 40s. Few clouds around on Friday, highs in the upper 70s, back to the 80s over the weekend. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Let's see here. We're waking up with a very pleasant feel to it out there. 52 degrees here at the WCLU studios. We've got 89% humidity, 30.18 is the pressure. Northeast winds at a mile an hour and 0 in the rain gauge. So it's a much more calm start to the day. 7:03, 52 degrees at WCLU. This weather update brought to you by your friends at South Central Bank. Coming right back, we are going to, we're going to play trivia. And remember, it's First Time Winners Day. First Time Winners Week, actually, for trivia. If you've never won trivia before, this might be your day.
Another super auction opportunity presented by Elmore Realty and Auction is coming up Saturday morning at 10 a.m. The address is 202 Longhorn Street, just off of Glenview Drive in Glasgow. To be sold, a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, split-level home. It features an open floor plan with eat-in kitchen, dining room, large living room, a nice screened-in deck, and 2-car garage. This is in the Purebred Acres neighborhood. The auction will also feature personal property, including a 2011 Chevy Impala, appliances, guns, ammo, bait, and tackle, as well as a huge tool collection. This is the Danny Thomas Estate Sale. Plan now to be there Saturday, June the 15th at 10 a.m. and check out online at elmoreauction.com for more information, terms, and conditions. Remember, there's no buyer's premium. Elmore, the auction specialist, Dakota Ray Elmore, principal broker and auctioneer. Is your dad hard to buy for? Well, at Lessenberry Do It Center, we're making it easy with our big Father's Day sale. Lessenberry's huge store is full of ideas. Come browse and save. The special of the month sure makes you have a cool dad. This 16-inch 3-speed oscillating fan with adjustable height is only $19.97. Dad can chill in the comfort of a zero-gravity relaxer, available in 3 colors with multiple positions and headrest. For Father's Day, save $18. It's just $39.99 now. Dad will be the king of home improvement with a big tube of King Caulk, $4.97 for a 9-ounce tube. Setting out tomatoes will be a snap with this 33-inch tomato ring, 99 cents each. And be quick on the draw with Wasp and Hornet Killer Spray, $2.79 for a big 18-ounce can. Make shopping for Dad a pleasure. Spend some time at Lessenberry Do It Center, 1010 West Main in Glasgow. You want to play trivia? I do. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. If you can answer this question, then you're going to be headed up to Little Caesars for a delicious pizza indeed. Remember, they're still hiring up there at Little Caesars. Apply online at mrkpizza.com. Now, if you are one of those folks who's never won trivia, and there's a bunch of folks who've never won trivia out there, the people who've already have won
aren't eligible this week because it's first-time winners only. So pick up the phone if you are a person that's never won trivia. Try your luck. Here's the question for today. Name the major golfer. He won the Masters in 2004, 2006, and 2010, who, even though he is right-handed and everything else he does, he plays golf as a lefty. Okay, a lot of hints in here. A major golfer. He won the Masters in 2004, 2006, 2010. He plays golf left-handed, but everything else he does right-handed. Name that golfer. First-time winners only. 651-9149. 800-956-1023. Let's try it and see. That wouldn't be correct. Trivia.
Tiger Woods.
No, not Tiger. First-time winners only. Trivia.
Philip Alfred Mickelson.
Well, I'm sorry?
Philip Alfred Mickelson.
Well, that's right. I know him as Phil Mickelson. Who is this speaking?
Trudy Greer.
Okay, hold on. Trudy Greer?
Yes.
Okay, Trudy. My goodness, how are you doing today?
Pretty good.
You're getting your luck's you're getting better because of the fact that you've won trivia today, Trudy Greer.
Yay.
And you got a big. Have you tried before but just couldn't get through? Maybe.
Yes.
And so now you've accomplished a goal. You've won trivia, Trudy.
Thank you.
And we got a pizza for out there at Little Caesars. Now, are you a golfer, Trudy?
No.
And so you just kind of know about Phil Mickelson. You know his Phil Mickelson. Let me try to say his name right first, Trudy. Phil Mickelson, and you know about him. And he's a left-handed golfer, but he does everything else right. And he's a right good golfer too. There, Trudy. You know that?
I don't really watch golf.
Yeah. Well, you can get you a pizza and tune in. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, come by. We got a coupon for you, and congratulations on being a first-time trivia winner, Trudy Greer, okay?
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. Trudy Greer, that's right. It is Phil Mickelson, a left-handed golfer, and he won the Masters in 3 different times, and he does everything else right-handed except swing a golf club, and he can flat swing it. So Trudy Greer is now, for the first time, on our winners list here at WCLU, and we always enjoy having first-time trivia winners when we do first-time trivia week, and this week is no different. So we'll play tomorrow. Who's it going to be tomorrow? Come back and join us.
Tired of sitting still? Get going with the bank that's going places, South Central Bank. The South Central Bank Green Tree Travel Club has a journey planned to always exciting Branson, Missouri. Check your calendar. It's October 23rd through the 27th. See Branson at its best. Enjoy the Snowboat Dinner Cruise, a train ride on the Branson Scenic Railway. Experience the Murder Mystery Dinner Show, Lambert's Cafe, and of course it wouldn't be Branson without experiencing the George Strait Dinner Show.
Write this down.
If you're a Green Tree Travel Club member, it's just $600. Non-members, $700. Better book your reservations. A trip like this in late October will fill up fast. Call 888-651-7466 to book it today. October 23rd through the 27th. Head to Branson with South Central Bank's Green Tree Travel Club. 888-651-7466. Member FDIC.
CBS News Update. Big Papi is back home in Boston, though not under ideal circumstances. The Red Sox have flown their former slugger, David Ortiz, to Mass General after he was shot in the back in Santo Domingo. WBZ-TV's Anna Myler.
Ortiz arrived here late last night, surrounded by state police. The Red Sox provided the air ambulance to fly him from the Dominican Republic back to Boston. Team president Sam Kennedy says Ortiz's injuries are serious, but he was stable enough to fly.
Red Sox fans like Susie Anderson are cheering him on.
We've been with him through the ups and downs. He's been there for us. He led us through a horrific thing for Boston, and so we just have attached ourselves to him, and it does feel like a member of the family.
Big Papi's assistant says he has no doubt the shooting was a hit job. He had his gallbladder and part of his intestines removed at a clinic in the Dominican Republic. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU, 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO, 103.1 Glasgow.
Riley Dental Group, a group of dedicated and highly trained dentists who are committed to you and your family's dental health. Dr. Matthew Riley, Dr. Amy Norris Cassidy, and Dr. Jim Thurman. 3 professionals who encourage and facilitate excellent dental care. With the latest in technology, Riley Dental Group offers sedation dentistry for many procedures. They are the well-established source for dental implants in this area, which has changed so many patients' lives. Of course, dental care begins with hygiene. The dental hygienists at Riley Dental Group keep your teeth clean and coach you as you take care of your teeth at home. Commit to taking better care of your dental health. Get the Riley Dental Group on your side today. Call 651-5939. That's 651-5939 and get started. Riley Dental Group, 101 State Avenue in Glasgow.
Healthcare changes all the time, but at Hatchet Home Medical, we're a consistent friend to help you navigate the road to good health. We are your headquarters for all types of equipment and supplies to let you recuperate at home, and we keep up with all the changes. So let us file the paperwork for insurance reimbursement. Hatchet Home Medical's huge showroom and warehouse on Park Avenue in Glasgow lets us stock what you need, and our trained technicians are courteous and helpful when setting up and instructing you or your caretakers. We feature a 24-hour on-call phone number to help in emergencies. And remember, all healthcare professionals, Hatchet's Home Medical has the area's largest selection of nurses' uniforms and supplies, featuring the best of name brands. Whether you need a wheelchair, walker, hospital bed, or other assistive device, the name to remember is Hatchet Home Medical in the Park Avenue Shopping Center in Glasgow. Phone 651-9551.
Depend on WCLU local news. Online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brendan Crane reporting. The Glasgow City Council met last night for the first time in 3 weeks. While the council meeting held discussion, an exploratory committee was formed at the end of the meeting to seek out ideas for economic development. The members of the council unanimously approved Terry Bennell, Joe Trigg, and Gary Norman to be on the committee. The council also approved the first reading of next year's city annual budget. The council approved the amendments to the current annual budget as well. Several of reappointments were made, alongside the swearing-in of 3 firefighters and 1 police officer. The next City Council meeting is June 24th at 7 p.m. at Glasgow City Hall. The Metcalfe County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in finding a man. According to authorities, Adam D. McCoy, 41, left his residence on Glenshaw Road May 24th. McCoy was driving his blue and gray 1984 GMC pickup truck. The license plate is Kentucky 251YZC. McCoy has not contacted any members of his family since he left the residence, according to police. Police say they do not have any leads on where McCoy may have gone. McCoy is 6 foot tall and weighs approximately 190 pounds. He has a medium build with green eyes and balding brown hair. McCoy has a tattoo of a Confederate flag and an eagle on his right shoulder. Anyone with any information is asked to contact the Metcalfe County Sheriff's Office at 270-432-3041 or the Kentucky State Police in Columbia at 270-384-4796. 3 people were arrested after a traffic stop Monday. Glasgow police say officers made contact with Lisa Houchins and received consent to search her vehicle. Officers located methamphetamine in the car. After further investigation, officers found a syringe with methamphetamine in a passenger Samantha Nance's boot. Officers also searched the back seat where they found Dustin Renault. According to a news release, officers located methamphetamine and a glass pipe inside a military-style bag that belonged to Renault. Officers located a total of 11 grams of methamphetamine. Lisa Houchins of Glasgow was arrested and charged with first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, first offense less than 2 grams of methamphetamine, and failure to illuminate headlamps. Samantha Nance of Edmonton was arrested and charged with first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, first offense less than 2 grams of methamphetamine, first-degree possession of a controlled substance, first offense methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Dustin Renault of Glasgow was arrested and charged with first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, first offense, less than 2 grams of methamphetamine, first-degree possession of a controlled substance, first offense, methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The Glasgow Police Department also made a drug arrest on Sunday after conducting a traffic stop on East Main Street. An officer made contact with the driver, Danielle Hornberger, and performed field sobriety tests. Police determined that Hornberger was under the influence and located Adipex pills inside the vehicle. Danielle Hornberger of Anderson, Indiana, was arrested and charged with operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs, first offense, possession of a controlled substance, first degree, first offense, drug unspecified, possession of a controlled substance, third degree, drug unspecified, and prescription controlled substance not in the proper container. The Glasgow police said it made an arrest after officers investigated a vehicle parked at the Happy Valley Inn last Friday. According to a news release, officers located the vehicle owner in a room. Police searched the owner, Charles Clay, and located methamphetamine in his right sock. Police searched the room and located marijuana and drug paraphernalia. According to police, Clay fled on foot at a short distance before being apprehended. Clay of Glasgow was arrested and charged with first-degree possession of a controlled substance, first offense methamphetamine, possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, first-degree wanton endangerment, police officer, first-degree fleeing or evading police on foot, and tampering with physical evidence. Kentucky State Police is investigating a single-vehicle injury collision that occurred on Sunday 4 miles east of Edmonton on the Louis B. Nunn Cumberland Parkway. Terry Taylor, age 59 of Campbellsville, was operating a 1998 Ford church van eastbound on the Cumberland Parkway when a back tire blew out. According to police, Taylor lost control of the vehicle, causing the vehicle to exit the roadway, overturning several times. 6 occupants were transported by EMS to TJ Sampson in Glasgow and 1 by private vehicle. Some passengers were wearing seatbelts, some were not. Kentucky State Police was assisted on the scene by Metcalfe County Fire and EMS. Kentucky State Police say they were on patrol Sunday on Kentucky 1880, 6 miles east of Burkesville, when a trooper initiated a traffic stop on a 2010 Dodge Caliber for a traffic violation. The driver of the vehicle, 46-year-old Charles Dyer of Burkesville, was arrested and charged with disregarding a stop sign, failure to wear seatbelt, failure to maintain insurance first offense, failure to surrender a revoked operator's license, DUI second offense, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance first degree first offense methamphetamine, and operating on a suspended or revoked license. Dyer was lodged in the Adair County Regional Jail. We have 719 at 52 degrees at WCLU. We'll be right back for more local news.
Hey, kiddo. How was lunch with Dad?
I think we need to buy Dad some new jokes for Father's Day. These fries are from France, but they are prepared in Greece.
Did he give you any gift ideas?
He says we've already given him the world.
Aw.
He's got so many hobbies. What about something that'll take our hunting trips to the next level?
I know. When we buy a new smartphone at Bluegrass Cellular, we can get a gift for Dad valued at up to $250. That includes the Spartan Go Cam, a wireless trail camera that sends images to your device.
Great idea. A duck season without a Go Cam would be just foul.
Oh. There's also Smart Things by Samsung. Dad can turn this place into a connected, smarter home.
A real intellectual property, you might say.
Oh, kiddo, you're starting to sound like your dad.
Thanks. I've learned from the best.
Restrictions apply. Shop online or in stores. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
Uh-oh, it's official. I'm retiring next week.
Well, that's a good thing as long as you've been preparing for it.
But I'm not ready. I kept saying I'll get around to it.
Hello, I'm Anthony Mite, your local Modern Woodman financial representative. Don't be like Miss I'll get around to it. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Yes, we have a history and roots in Southern Kentucky. Yes, we have a large staff to support our clients with the attention and efficiency they deserve. Best of all, we continue to get better at what we do. You make us better. Let us show you the type of insurance experience we think should always come standard. Every person, family, home, farm, or business we serve gets our best effort. Dedicated to what's best for you, we're ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902, I'm Daniel Bird, and I love the opportunity to work with you. Please give us a call.
Crews have found the body of a 2-year-old Kentucky boy swept away in weekend flash flooding at a Tennessee gorge as crews evacuated 64 people from the popular park. Jackson County Emergency Management Agency spokesman Derek Woolbright told news outlets the body of Stephen Pierce of Eddyville, Kentucky was found about an hour after crews resumed searching Monday. Tennessee State Parks Assistant Chief Ranger J.R. Tinch said the boy was swept away Sunday as a family member carrying him trying to cross through the water during an evacuation at Cummins Falls State Park. Tinch said the waters rose to dangerous levels in about 2 minutes. Officials recommended visitors wear life jackets and provided them free of charge. The boy wasn't wearing one. News outlets report 14 people required swift water or rope rescue. With temperatures rising, Kentucky State Police say parents and drivers should be extremely cautious not to leave children in hot cars. The agency says statistics show deaths of children being left in hot cars are climbing. Last year, 52 children died that way, including 3 in Kentucky. Police said the safety organization Kids in Cars reports the 2018 total is almost 21% higher than 2017. State Police spokesman Sergeant Josh Lawson says the general public often misunderstands the issue. He says most parents believe they wouldn't forget their child in their vehicle, but he says it's easy to get distracted and forget. Lawson says sometimes children playing outdoors will lock themselves inside a vehicle, become disoriented from the heat, and be unable to escape. An Eastern Kentucky electric provider is restructuring its rates, but the adjustments won't increase monthly bills for an average customer. The Kentucky Public Service Commission is allowing Jackson Energy Cooperative Corporation to increase the monthly customer charge while decreasing the cost per kilowatt hour of electricity. The electric co-op serves 51,000 residential customers in about 14 counties in eastern Kentucky. The commission says under the new rate structure, below average monthly consumption will result in slightly higher bills, while above average usage will produce slightly lower bills. The PSC also said the change will benefit low-income customers who receive assistance in paying their electric bills. And a Kentucky art group is appealing the city of Louisville's decision to move a Confederate statue from a prominent location. The Courier-Journal reports the Friends of Louisville Public Art sued Monday to stop the John B. Castleman statue from moving to Cave Hill Cemetery from the Cherokee Triangle neighborhood. The statue was built in 1913 to honor Castleman, a Confederate soldier and U.S. general who helped to create the city's park system. Stephen Porter filed a lawsuit on behalf of the group. He says the 15-foot bronze statue isn't a Confederate statue as it depicts Castleman in equestrian clothes as he helped found the American Saddlebred Horse Association in 1891. Mayor Greg Fisher's administration has pushed to move the repeatedly vandalized statue because of its Confederate and slavery ties. We have 724, 52 degrees. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane.
Come on down to Bailey Gibson. The 2018s have to go.
All 2018 models are marked down. Buicks, GMCs, cars, trucks, SUVs, they've all got to go. Prices have been cut.
Cut below invoice?
Yes, get a new 2018 below invoice pricing, in addition to all available incentives. Need financing? We can help with that also. Come on down to 306 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Check out the big savings on all remaining 2018 Buicks and GMCs on the lot. These are the lowest prices of the year. Find the vehicle you like and let us help with the rest.
Remember, Buicks, GMCs, savings, Bailey Gibson.
Gibson, they're my deal-making, handshaking, wheel-turning, hard-working dealer.
Hi, this is Melinda Payne from the People's Bank. Working for a community bank as a teller, I'm able to interact with a diverse clientele. Truly, we learn the customer's name and provide them with the best service possible. We focus on the needs of families and businesses in our area. Come see me at the People's Bank.
The People's Bank, working for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
6 Kentucky counties have been randomly selected to undergo post-primary election audits. They are Bourbon, Carter, Fleming, Marion, Muhlenberg, and Scott counties. The Attorney General is required to conduct audits in no fewer than 5% of the state's counties. The selection does not imply irregularities are suspected. A GoFundMe page has been set up for the family of a Kentucky toddler who died at a state park in Tennessee. 2-year-old Stephen Pierce of Eddyville was swept away by high water at Cummins Falls State Park. J.R. Tinch is the Assistant Chief Ranger for State Parks.
It's unfortunate anytime you have any kind of fatality. Children are very hard. That's not a case that us, especially the family, ever wants to endure. So.
The boy was visiting the park with his family. Senator Rand Paul is focused on getting bipartisan support for criminal justice reform.
The Republican senator met with community leaders and activists in Louisville for a roundtable on criminal justice reform.
One of the best ways is to lessen the war on drugs and make more about rehabilitation, more about getting back into the workforce, and less about we're just going to put people in jail and throw away the key.
Paul has introduced 10 criminal justice reform bills, which include restoring voting rights and expungement for federal crimes. He's enlisted Democratic co-sponsors for all 10 of his measures. I'm Haley Hansen.
State police are urging parents to check the back seats and make sure their kids are not left in a hot car. 52 kids died nationwide last year as a result of being left in a hot car. That's a 21% increase over the death totals of 2017. Kentucky accounted for 3 of those child deaths last year. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
At AT&T, we believe that access to affordable home internet brings you incredible opportunities. You can enjoy the power to explore a digital world of possibilities and connect with family, friends, and the things that matter most. That's why there's access from AT&T. If a member of your household is a SNAP participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month or less. No commitment, no deposit, no installation fee. Plus, get an in-home Wi-Fi gateway included at no extra cost. Call 1-855-220-5211 or visit att.com/access now to learn more.
SNAP refers to the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes taxes and fees. Includes 1 terabyte of data per month. Data overage charges apply. For details about data allowance, go to att.com/internet-usage. Geographic and service restrictions apply.
Making your funeral arrangements in advance is one last wonderful gift you can give the loved ones who will be left behind. By freeing them from the burden of many details, you give them time to do the work of grieving and caring for one another.
This is Follis Crow. Let us help you with the reflection and remembrance. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home in Glasgow. We're here for you.
Let's turn to local sports. Well, it got rained out last Thursday big time, but they're going to try to play the championship games tonight in the Youth Sports Baseball League. Starting at 5:30 in coach pitch, the Brewers will take on the Braves. And at 7 o'clock tonight in the Live Arm Championship, it's the Astros versus the Diamondbacks. You can hear Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune with a live broadcast of both contests live from Beaver Trail. That starts at 5:20 this afternoon on WCLU 103.1 and 1490 AM. Registration for the Parks and Recreation's 2019 Summer Swim Lessons continues. Different levels to match the skill sets, 5 in all. 2 different session times on Monday through Thursday to match your schedule. It's $48 per participant. All participants must be 5 years old to register. Sessions begin June 17th and continue on July the 8th and July the 22nd and August the 2nd. For more information, contact the Rec Department at 651-3811. They're there Monday through Friday, 7:30 until 4:30.
Glasgow's home for local. 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. We're WCLU. Your home for local.
Are you ready to get serious about taking care of your dental health? Become a member. Riley Dental Group in Glasgow makes it easy for you to make it happen. Yes, a membership with Riley Dental Group entitles you to 2 free cleanings per year, 2 free exams per year with unlimited x-rays, plus discounts on all the dental procedures we do. Yes, fillings and extractions reduced 20%. Crowns and veneers, dentures and partials, even implants and sedation dentistry. 20% off as a member of the Riley Dental Group's in-house plan. Come get a free brochure at Riley Dental Group's office at 101 State Avenue in Glasgow. Dr. Matthew Riley, Dr. Amy Norris Cassidy, and Dr. Jim Thurman. The Riley Dental Group, enabling you to affordably take better care of your dental health. 651-5939.
The Weather Channel brings you the latest forecast. Sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
Southern States has been partnering with farmers since 1923, which is why so many farmers depend on Southern States season after season for fertilizers and chemicals, baler twine and hay supplies, fly minerals for beef cattle, and so much more. You need it? They have it at Southern States. And yes, they love helping gardeners with seed and supplies. Lots of folks get their propane tanks refilled for the summer season at Southern States. But did you realize they are your home for the world-famous Holland grills? Check them out today. You'll always feel taken care of when you depend on Southern States Glasgow Co-op on Sampson Street.
Getting ourselves into now a drier weather pattern here, at least for a day, maybe 2 full days, and then a little wet weather returning, certainly not as much as we've seen over the past few days. Seen a few clouds already, very pleasant this morning, and then more clouds gathering this afternoon, 76. Tonight, mostly cloudy, 56. Cloudy tomorrow morning, and then thunderstorms late in the day tomorrow with the next front coming in, 77. Showers should end by midday Thursday. Cooler behind that front in the upper 60s with overnight lows Thursday night, Friday morning into the upper 40s. A few clouds around on Friday, highs in the upper 70s. Back to the 80s over the weekend. Well, there may be some scattered thunderstorms by Father's Day. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Yeah, you can take some upper 40s, can't you? I can, for sure. We're at 57 degrees this morning. The humidity is not quite what it has been. 89% this morning. 3018 is the pressure. Not much wind and not a drop in the rain gauge. So we're at 733, and this WCLU weather update has been brought to you as a service of your friends located at Southern States.
Good morning, friends. If you claim to be a Christian, how do people know that? Is it because you carry a Bible around, or because you pursue people on the street and try to preach to them, or is it because you stand in public and tell others that they are sinners? According to John 13:35, Jesus said that the way others can tell if you are a disciple of Jesus is whether or not you show love to others. Jesus never told his followers to be sure and carry a Bible around in public, nor to try and publicly approach wrongdoers and make them feel guilty. But he did tell them to love one another. The reason for that, I suspect, might be that love has an attraction that reaches out to others with compassion rather than condemning judgment. People may not know much about your faith because you do all the right Christian things like going to church and giving to help a good cause or holding your Bible, but the compassionate care you show for others will be known wherever it is seen as being Christ-like. This will give you many more opportunities to share your faith than loud public proclamation or showy trappings of religion. What kind of a badge are you wearing? Come worship with us at the Refuge Church of Christ. Come grow with us. Come stay with us. You'll be glad you did. This is Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
MLS number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lining up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Yes, indeed.
The Friends of Louisville Public.
We have, let's see, what do we have here? We've got some birthdays to celebrate with special folks here today, like Jaden Middleton. Jaden Middleton is 14 today. I hope she has a great birthday today. Kelton Ford, another good fella, having a birthday here. He's 24. Terry Walden. Caroline Harden is 18. Neil Thornberry with a birthday. Arthur Hatfield. Arthur, we sounded the 70 gong for you last hour, sir. We also have Brad Thomas having a 55th birthday today. We sounded the 60 gong for Miss Kimberly Moore last hour, too. Happy birthday, Kim. It's Sweet 16 for Carly Kate Murphy today. Ian Hinion is turning 3. Cindy Wells, Joe Harden, Junior Buster, Alan Pace, Savannah Depp. We have Leslie Miller, who's turning 35 today. And we have an anniversary, a very nice couple. It's Eddie and Joyce Whitlow, and the Whitlows are celebrating their 52nd wedding anniversary today, and that's from all their friends down at Austin Tracy's class of 1964, chiming in to wish Eddie and Joyce a happy 52nd wedding anniversary. Today we're patting on the back Brad Thomas. He's good as gold. Some folks called up and said, you know, it's his 55th birthday. We ought to be able to get him patted on the back, and certainly we can, we are, and we do. So if you happen to see Brad Thomas around today, you pat him on the back and tell him he's good as gold. From WCLU and a little taste of Texas.
Enjoy half-off sushi every Monday and Tuesday at Shogun Bistro in Glasgow. That's right, half-off sushi each Monday and Tuesday at Shogun Bistro right off the square in Glasgow. Shogun Bistro. You've chosen wisely.
Well, let's go up the street here to Hurt Auto Sales. You know, Bobby Lee has been vacationing, and he has left the place under the capable management and the laid-back style of his number one son, Lucas Hurt, up at Hurt Auto Sales. And I know that things are going good up there while you're driving the train there, Lucas. How are you this morning, sir?
I'm doing good this morning, Henry. How are you?
I'm doing real good. I'm just really enjoying being here and, you know, hanging out with special folks. And what a beautiful day. When you got out today, did it take you back a little bit?
Oh, it was extremely nice. This is my kind of weather right here.
Yeah. We can't get it to settle in long enough, can we?
No. It's nice.
Well,
Very nice.
You know, I was thinking this morning about when you were coming on today, we had the car show this weekend, which was huge in downtown Glasgow. We have another one coming up this weekend in downtown Munfordville. Folks around here love their cars. They love to show them. They love to look at nice cars. And the display that you all have up there at Hurt Auto Sales at 621 West Main Street in Glasgow really lets folks, it's almost like a car show up there every day, isn't it?
We've got them shined up and ready to be test driven. That's right.
Yeah, I think I saw a nephew of yours up there doing some shining last week, maybe.
Yeah, he's been helping out on the summer break.
Yeah.
Good help.
And it's looking good up there, too. So let's go ahead and let's don't keep anybody in suspense anymore. What's the latest arrivals and the latest big deals at Hurt Auto Sales hot off of the press, sir?
So we got a 2007 BMW X3 SUV, white in color.
Yeah.
Nice ride. We've got it priced for $6,900.
You know, those are really popular, these BMW SUVs. They really are.
Yes, they are. They are very good ride vehicles.
And you can have it. You can have one for how much?
$6,900.
Oh, you better get up there at right now while Lucas is sitting there looking for something to do.
Got them priced to sale. That's right. We've also got a 2012 Dodge Durango. It is blue in color, third row seat, and we have it priced for $7,900.
Right. You're not even into double digits yet there, Lucas.
Not yet. We've got a really nice 2014 Mercedes GLK 350 SUV, red in color. Very sharp vehicle. We have it priced for $19,900.
Okay, very good. What year was that?
It's a 2014.
Okay, got you. Keep going.
And last but not least, we have a 2010 Mercury Milan. It is gold, four-door sedan, and we have it priced today for $4,900.
That's a Mercury Milan?
It is.
And, wow, I got to check that one out. You say it's gold in color?
It is.
Sounds nice.
It's got parked right up front on display.
Yeah.
Come by and take a look or take it for a drive.
Yeah. It'd be nice just to take a little spin in that thing, wouldn't it? We do have folks around here, you know, a lot of folks around here just love looking at cars and from the crowds of the car shows and the popularity of the car shows. But it's a car show every day up there at Hurt Auto Sales at 621 West Main Street. And the difference is
y'all always have a turnover in inventory because folks save money, buy vehicles, you develop a slot, and you go out and you find something just as nice, if not a little bit nicer, for the next potential buyer to come up there at 621 West Main Street, Lucas.
We try to keep a variety. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you're doing mighty good at it. I know that your daddy's proud of how good of a job you're doing while he's out somewhere loafing. he might like it so much he might make you do more of this, Lucas. Could be.
Yes, that's right.
That's a potential problem.
For me, yeah, for him.
Yeah, got you.
So much. Yeah.
All right, now that's Lucas has been trained in the family motto of shopping up there at Hurt Auto Sales, which is
no pain when you trade with Hurt.
I started to say Bobby Lee. Lucas, you be sure and have a great day, sir. And let's see if we can't turn several over today, okay?
Well, all right. You do the same, Henry. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Hurt Auto Sales, 621 West Main in Glasgow. It's always a fun place to go and see what's next.
If you're going to improve your home and property by investing in a pool, doesn't it make sense to get it from somebody willing to put their name on it? Jeff Adams at Adams Pools and Supplies is ready to get the job started. Plus, they're having a spring sale to get you in the mood for fun in the sun. Right now, buy a Solstice 24-foot pool with a 20-year liner warranty and 30-year wall warranty. For a limited time, pay only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99, and a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Vacuum non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365 on Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right.
All right, another birthday right here. This is a good one, too. This is Kathy Slaughter. Kathy Slaughter is having a birthday today. And she is what is that number there, Brennan? It's a 6-something.
62.
Okay, I'm sorry. Could be a 2, could be a 4, could be a 0. 62 for Kathy Slaughter today. And Kathy's husband called up to wish her a very happy birthday. And this is her husband speaking right here. Says that she is a wonderful mother and a grandmother. She worked 35 and a half years and retired from T.J. Sampson Hospital. And now she is enjoying retirement. So we want to be sure and add Kathy Slaughter to the birthday club on her 62nd birthday today. We'll come right back in 60 seconds and do a little tidbit news, okay?
What does it mean to listen? At Time Savers, we believe listening means respecting a client's wishes, affording them dignity in making decisions, allowing them to acknowledge they are uncertain or skeptical of what the future may hold. At Time Savers, we are here to listen, to understand your personal care and home help needs, and to help you achieve the quality of life that you want, either for yourself or your loved ones. Whether you want to remain in your home as long as possible, or you need a little extra help in assisted living or memory care, Time Savers will listen and come up with the best solution for you. Call us at 270-792-5703 or go to mytimesaversky.com. That's 270-792-5703 or mytimesaversky.com. We listen, we understand, and we help.
Hey, don't forget, again, I want to remind you about the Kiwanis Club and the Lions Club and the Barron County Evening Lions Club and the Kiwanis Club of Caverna and the Glasgow Rotary Club collaborating an opportunity to honor law enforcement and their families. This event is coming up tonight, and it's going to be at 6 o'clock up at Ralphie's Fun Center. Don't forget it. Sponsored by TJ Regional Health and the HVAC Services folks. They're going to have a nice meal and a program to show appreciation to the officers and their families for service to the community. And then the kids are going to be able to receive Ralphie's wristbands, and they can go over there and play some while the officers continue with their families. The meal tonight provided by the Barron County High School Culinary Program, and just it's going to be a really good program, but don't miss it. It's coming up tonight. And there's a few tickets, I think, available to the public. And if you want to call Scott Curley, he's done a really great job of making this happen. And you can call Scott at 270-670-8641 if you've got any last-minute questions about that event that is coming up tonight. 746 at WCLU and 57 degrees here this morning. Where'd I put that tidbit theme song?
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
Sorry about that, Brenda. I didn't mean to trash your handwriting, but I wasn't sure what that number was. I didn't want to say it wrong, you know.
That's all right.
Because normally you've got like really excellent handwriting.
Well, I just had to kind of scribble out, you know.
Yeah, you get in a hurry. That's all you can do.
That's right.
Is I don't know. All right, I got a little theme here for some tidbits today. A couple of tidbit stories. You know, I usually have a theme song if I've got a couple of stories in the same category, and this barely is the same category, but we'll see.
Food news you can use.
Apple peaches, pumpkin pie.
It's tidbit news of a food nature.
All right.
Now, here's the stretch. This is some tidbit news stories that I have found, and it's about the same fast food restaurant. All right? Follow along.
All right.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I see. We have people calling in. I don't want anybody to go away. We're on the air right now. Okay, food news you can use. Follow along here, Brendan.
All right.
Burger King is retraining its workers in a Florida franchise after an employee was caught on video cleaning a table with a floor mop.
How lovely.
Disgusted customer Katie Duran shared her video with News 4, complaining that she had just eaten on the same table.
Sounds good.
A Friday apology from the fast food chain condemns the employee's actions as unacceptable. I mean, like, what else could they say? The TV station reports that records show the same Burger King, located in Fruit Cove, Florida, was cited for 8 violations in February, including moldy kitchen vents, dirty food freezers, and people working without hair nets. But none of those are as egregious as, hey, we're not going to wipe that table off. Give me that mop.
Give me that mop. I'll just mop it off.
Right. That's right.
That's quite ridiculous.
The other way to look at it is that she said she had just eaten at the same table. How big of a mess did she make?
Yeah, really.
Maybe it required a mop.
Well, maybe they thought, wonder what they were using, to clean it off.
I don't know.
Just watered? They have some sort of substance
something
in
like Mr. Clean or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't sound appetizing at all.
I wonder if that's the same mop they mopped the restroom with.
Well, I don't know. I think that's probably what got this lady fired up.
Yeah.
Now, over in England, here's another Burger King story in England. A great-grandfather literally took his love of double bacon cheeseburgers to the grave. Follow this story here, Brennan. Customers at a Burger King in Leeds, England were surprised when a hearse pulled into the restaurant drive-thru over the weekend. The driver ordered a double bacon cheeseburger, which was then placed on the top of a coffin in the back of the vehicle. The burger was placed on the top just as Mr. Leonard Durkin had requested. You see, Leonard Durkin died at the age of 71 after a long history of heart problems. Before he passed, he told his son that when the time came, he would like his favorite snack to be placed on top of his coffin. Durkin reportedly would visit Burger King after stopping by his wife's grave, which was located near the cemetery. His son Peter said that Dad had a brilliant sense of humor, and before he died, he said he wanted to do this. He'll be having a good laugh about this from up there, he says. We would always go and get something to eat after visiting the cemetery where my mom is. Every time we went to Burger King, he'd get a double bacon cheeseburger, so that was the one that we got for him on the day of his funeral. Quote, people on the street and inside of the restaurant were nearly snapping their heads trying to get a look at us. They couldn't believe what they were seeing, but the lady who served us in the window just acted like it was business as usual. She didn't even raise an eyebrow.
That's interesting.
I don't think she's going to grab a mop.
Nope. Don't need a mop for that.
Anyway, after stopping by the restaurant, Mr. Durkin's body was driven to a nearby crematorium where friends and family had gathered. After the funeral, Durkin's body was taken to the crematory while Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire played.
My goodness.
See?
What's going on?
He said he had a sense of humor there, okay?
It sounds like he did.
So let's analyze this story right here. First things first. I guess this is the difference in translation from Britain to the U.S. to think of a bacon double cheeseburger as a snack.
Right.
That's a meal.
Exactly.
But he wanted to stop by for a snack, a bacon double cheeseburger. You think of popping a nab or something as a snack.
Right, not a whole burger.
Right. That's right. Anyway, it says he had a brilliant sense of humor and said that of course, the Undertaker said, sure, we'll set that cheeseburger on top of that coffin, no problem. But nonetheless, that's just a couple of Burger King stories.
Yeah. I'm almost tempted to ask our local, people who are in the funeral business if that's ever happened,
Well, I'm sure they just, I'll be honest with you, they don't, as being very professional, they don't talk very much about the individual things that happen with individuals. But they might, they might have had, I don't know.
Right.
They might tell you. Could be.
I don't think I'd be completely angry, if it's like just set a cheeseburger there on the casket,
right.
Whatever, or what? I'm sorry, not a cheeseburger, but I'd say a burger.
Bacon double cheeseburger.
Yeah, bacon double cheeseburger,
right.
Not just a cheeseburger.
A snack.
Yeah, I mean, if it were something like maybe like a smaller burger, maybe a single patty deal, I could see that being maybe a small, but not a double bacon cheeseburger.
You don't want it to fall off.
Oh man.
And finally, this story, which has nothing to do with food, thankfully, is and how you have these things, I don't know, but there's a lock of Ludwig van Beethoven's hair scheduled to be auctioned in Britain nearly 200 years after the German composer gave it to a contemporary. It's an interesting gift. When I had hair, I wouldn't give it away. And certainly not as a like a present or a gift or I like you, so here's a lock of my hair.
Yeah, a lock of hair, a piece of the ear, as they say, happened. I don't know. That's strange, yeah.
Auction House Sotheby's said the lock of hair from the 19th century musician is scheduled to hit the auction block today. The high bid expected between $15,000 and $19,000. We'll see. By this time tomorrow, we'll see that somebody gave like 20 times some ridiculous amount.
I was going to say 15. Did you say what? 15 to 19,000? That seems. I was going to gander that it's higher than that.
The auctioneer said the hair was given by Beethoven to contemporary Anton Halm as a gift for Halm's wife. Beethoven reportedly gave the lock of hair to Halm personally after declaring that a lock of hair Halm had procured from a third party was actually from a goat.
Oh no.
Sotheby said the hair headed to the auction is indisputably human hair and comes with a silk thread and a 19th century glazed over frame. Now there's a lot more. Okay, so Beethoven corrected the fact that a friend of his wife had been given fake hair supposed to belong to him but actually turned out to be from a goat.
Yeah.
He was offended. He confuses my hair with goat hair.
Yeah, how dare you?
Here, I'll fix this. I don't know what. There's got to be more to the story. More of a feel of honor to give somebody a lock of your hair.
Right. Well, I guess it's just sort of a personal sacrifice.
That's right. Here, I'm gonna cut my hair. It'll grow back.
That's right.
That's what we have in a way in Tidbit News. We have a sort of a variety today on Tidbit News.
Absolutely.
We'll have some more tomorrow. All right, Brennan.
Hardee's used to think bowls were useless dishware. Then we created the new Loaded Hash Round Bowl. Crispy potatoes, fluffy eggs, sausage gravy, melted cheddar, and crumbled bacon. Now part of our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. No longer are bowls just college football games you can nap to. Now they're loaded with